What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James, talking to you today about ELF. The ELF, Aelf. I'm gonna let me know the pronunciation in the in the comments before I get started. Before I get started over there, the spreadsheet, the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel. I had you invested 100 into each of these coins when I made videos about them, and you're still holding them all. You'd be in profit for around 10.3k. That's obviously after a ton of retracements. If you want to see the coins that I'm buying up now, the coins that I've been buying up during this bear cycle, then you can come check out Copy My Crypto. Like I say, it's where I share every coin I buy and sell. Right now, I've been buying up, trying to DCA into a number of different positions. I'll continue to do that throughout the bear cycle. I do believe there's still greater depth to this bear cycle, which is why I continue to DCA in. You always leave money on the side because prices can always go lower, particularly at a time where we're highly correlated to the stock markets and it looks like we're plunging into a recession. So if you want to see those coins that I think can have those massive gains, just click the link in the description and check it out. All right, ELF. I'm going to call it ELF because that's ELF. All right, this is a business blockchain, effectively. So they're an open source blockchain network. They run as a business solution. The structure of one main chain plus multiple side chains can support developers to independently deploy or run dApps on individual side chains to achieve resource isolation. ELF technology adopts parallel processing and A-Day proof of stake consensus mechanisms based on the cross-chain tech of the main chain index and verification mechanisms. ELF achieves secure communication between the main chain and all side chains, and as a result, allows direct interoperability between the main chains and side chains. They've launched an ELF Enterprise, which is an enterprise-level integrated blockchain solution. It's based on the requirements of different business scenarios. So to meet the requirements of several industries, include supply chain management, credit establishment, user incentives, property protection. ELF provides enterprise-level users with flexible but practical modularized blockchain solutions. They've got up and running damn well. They've got a new cloud network for ELF, which is one of the most advanced and secure out there. They've achieved cross-chain interoperability, and they're aiming to lead the way in blockchain 3.0 with their unique cross-chain tech. Now, I'm a big fan of running parallel chains. That was part of the reason I liked Horizon, and is that I think it's a way to scale really well. ELF mainnet believe that they have unlimited scalability thanks to their multiple side chains that can always be created. So they've got high performance, high throughput. They've removed the sort of bottleneck issues that we do actually see on stuff like Ethereum. And to be fair, on Solana, we've seen that a lot. They're working with technology partners like Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services. They've got big investors, which have ran through from Galaxy and Alphabet, all the way through to Hashed and Hyperchain and Signum. There's plenty of big and Huobi Capital. Big investors. Now, what's actually very, very interesting, if you have a look at Masari, in fact, I'll get this up. So, Masari actually put out some more information. Masari obviously analyzes a ton of data with regards to like investments, and what was found was that there are they basically created the list of all the altcoins, so everything that isn't Ethereum or Bitcoin, that are held across crypto-focused fund portfolios. And interestingly, ELF is one of the biggest. It's got 13, so it's in the top 10 or top 15 of held cryptos by these crypto-focused funds. And if we actually check through what they've been up and running in terms of the mainnet now, what you can see are the products that they've actually got up and running, and the tools, to be fair, because they've built up a ton of tools such as browsers and wallets to build up and introduce ELF's infrastructure to any business. So they're powered by cloud computing infrastructure. Obviously, that's why they work with people like Google Cloud and Amazon Web Services. They've got internal cross-chain within ELF computing, within ELF cloud computing. As they've said, they're unlimitedly scalable. They have a versatile Oracle as well that's already integrated. And they've got diversified DeFi protocols. So we've got some lending stuff, some AMMs, and value in NFTs. So they're looking at continuing this development. Ecosystem right now is a little smaller than I would want to see. You can actually see on GitHub as well the amount of developments that they've done, and the amount of commits that they've done. And they are continuing to work on this pretty damn well. What's going to be curious for me is when we start seeing the businesses that integrate with these more and more and more. Right now, I'm not seeing the biggest list in the world in terms of the businesses that are utilizing ELF, but I think this is one that's got a real good shot of doing something special if, or as, to be fair, more and more companies adopt blockchain tech. But yeah, so in terms of advisors, they've got plenty of pretty good advisors. In terms of development roadmap, they're now at the mainnet improvement stage, where they're going to rotate mainnet nodes and start building and electing an ELF DAO committee. So they've got things up and running. I quite like this as a concept. I want to see greater a greater ecosystem at this point. That's the next thing I want to see. I want to see how the plethora of sort of DeFi protocols that they can start building and integrating. But they've got good web wallets, and they've got good Explorer extensions, so they're not too bad, to be fair. But it's interesting, particularly given that we're seeing so many VCs or basically fund portfolios holding ELF. It's one to pay attention to. They've only got 54% of the tokens out, but it's going to be steadily released over the course of time. It's actually got a pretty good token distribution model. Its all-time high was on its initial launch, but that was in the real ICO bull cycle, where it hit like $2, basically $2.50. It's only actually run up to about $1 this past year. But it would be one to watch in terms of if it capitulates once again down to the sort of lows of 6 cents or 5 cents that we've seen previously, because it has so far this year, in this current bear cycle that we're in, dropped to 12.5 cents, which isn't bad. But if it can drop into the single digits down to 7 cents, 6, 7 cents, this is a gainer, because we are without doubt going to start seeing more and more big companies utilizing blockchain enterprise solutions, and ELF have positioned themselves pretty well, and there's certainly a belief within the crypto funds, because 13 of them hold ELF in their funds, so they obviously got long-term belief in this as a principle. So one to have a look at and pay attention to, I think. That's it from me. Let me know, guys, what do you guys think of ELF? Is it one you've even heard of? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, because you want to know when new content's coming out. And even if you don't, do it anyway. It's nice. It makes me feel good. If you want to see the coins that I'm buying up, the coins that I've been buying up throughout this bear cycle, the ones that I'll continue to buy throughout this bear cycle, the ones that I think can do 20x's, 40x's, 50x's, 100x's, like I said with Phantom, which is still up 58 times from when I did a whole Udemy course saying it was a great investment. So if you want to see the coins that I'm buying up now, those ones that I have long-term belief in, you just have to click the link in the description and check it out. That's it from me, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.